What up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Super Fact Show, Super Fast Network. Today we got with us by far the best rappers from the continent of Europe, way better than pretty much anyone the record companies have ever tried down to shove down our throats. True legends, formerly Dipset affiliates. Crazy career after Dipset. 5 Mike classic albums, at least 3 since then. The legendary S.A.S. What's up, fellas?
What's goody? What's going on?
Chilling. Well, since y'all started with the oi, you know, I ain't know that y'all had dropped that greatest hits collection. That shit is super fucking dope. Out of curiosity, what's a song? What was the hardest song not to put on there? I mean, if y'all need to think, I can tell you mine. By far, I like Nephilim Giants. That's just like some rap Led Zeppelin shit to me.
He knows this shit.
Yeah, that's not love, man. May came up. May kind of was just like he kind of put me onto Blue Sky Black Death and the whole stuff they was doing with
Nacho Picasso.
Yeah, so that, like, when I heard that, I got lost in that world, and I was just like, this shit's fucking fire. And then we hollered at them. Well, you may sponsor.
Well, I was on YouTube and I just stumbled upon Nacho's video. I think it was Staring in the Sun and Numbnuts. So I hit him up on Twitter. I liked it out.
Oh, my bad. Not my bad. I was just gonna say, I'm big into the weightlifting and shit, right? So I'll be listening to that shit before I try to do my set a personal record and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's my little. I want to feel like a warrior tyrant. You feel me?
Okay, so yeah. So I hit him up on Twitter, and then they hit us back like, yeah, we know who you guys are and whatever, and they wanted to work. So we ended up doing the collaboration with Blue Sky Black Death Celestial album, and then after that, we're still working with Young God. This is one half of Blue Sky Black Death to this day.
Hey, if anyone's on Spotify and they want to hear that, y'all gotta look up S.A.S. times who's got BSBD. For some reason, it's not under y'all discography on Spotify. But so what was the hardest song to leave off of though? It had to be one that almost made the cut.
What's the one we said afterwards? I can't remember it now.
What do you really think? What the one that you thought that we should have shot?
I wanted to put no blacks, no dogs, no Irish on it. Afterwards, I thought about it. I would have put that on there. I like that song.
Gotcha, shit. That's a strong pick.
No, what was the one? What was the one? There was one that was missing, and I was like, why wasn't it on there?
Was it you know the first time I ever heard y'all, I know y'all know Taj Mahal. That's my man. Like I'm real cool with Taj. And the first time I ever heard y'all was on the Senate Volume 1.
That's the bro.
Yeah.
That's the bro. Yeah, he actually put us on the Senate mixtape before the Dips actually put us. Well, he advertised our mixtape on the Senate mix on his tape before the Dips actually advertised us on any of their tapes. So
I'm well aware, brother. I got a copy in a CD binder behind me.
Yeah, we was appreciated for that because we saw it as like, because we was in England most of the time, like we were slightly separate. So until we got to the States, you know what I mean? Everyone would be pushing and what. Go back to England, it's like we've gone back to a whole nother planet or something.
Shit, yeah, I'm sure a lot of Americans look at Europe like that, vice versa, probably. When I was doing my research, I saw that in an interview you mentioned that there was a documentary made about when y'all came to the States. Is that available online anywhere? A GRM documentary, you said?
Well, we just did one recently called Deep Rooted. That's on YouTube now. They just dropped part 2 to that. And then we did one with Grime Daily, but their YouTube went down. But we re-uploaded our YouTube channel, so you can find it on our YouTube channel as well. We're just going through the history of moving to America, going to high school, our experiences in the streets over there, and how we got to where we got to before we actually any rappers or, you know what I mean, started taking the...
Hold on, was Nothing Long on there?
Nothing Long.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Nothing Long. Is that on Eurogang Volume 2?
No, that's
on Where is S.A.S?
Ah, got you.
Yeah, that's what I would have said should have been on there.
See, man, I don't, you know, I got the actual mixtapes, right? The silver joints, and the writing done wore off some of them shits, and I be putting them behind the wrong jacket sometimes, and I be listening to it, like looking at the track list, like that ain't the shit. But I mean, that ain't neither here nor there. So,
Yeah.
what y'all been up to musically? What's coming out? Are y'all working on anything?
Yeah, we've been working. We've been working over the years. We took a 5-year hiatus, minus the fact that Mega put out a solo EP. But yeah, we haven't, as a S.A.S, the group, we haven't put out nothing since Celestial, which was 2016. That's about 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's a while. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, it's 5 years ago. So.
Well, y'all had a song this year. I remember putting it on Dirty Glove Bastard. I remember it had a red cover.
Oh, you talking about America's Nightmare too?
Yeah, there you go. Yep, America's Nightmare too.
Yeah,
that one we cooked up. Like we've worked with Mez before. So we worked with Mez when we did News at 10 with the Eurogang conglomerate on that. And then what other choice we did with him? I think what's the other one?
I think that was the main one we did.
But yeah, so when you got back to NY, it was like just that raw energy, and was just like, you know what, let's just do a madness. And we did that. That was one of the tunes we did, and we just put it out there, and it was good warm reception. I didn't even realize it was it was similar to the DMX tune that he did with the sample, but obviously Big Daddy Kane,
right?
That's the sample, and then Jay did the freestyle on it.
Ah, see, you didn't realize that. I was like, look at them, they know their history. Perception is reality, ain't it?
It's different. We're like hybrids, so we study hip hop, but then we kind of missed like some of the subgenre stuff that happened in the UK. We just happened to be away, so we couldn't really get into it too much. So it didn't affect the way we like deliver and the way we like express ourselves on the shit that we spit on. So even though we're from here, we tend to focus on just the rap shit, like, you know what I mean? So if something's popping here, we're not going to be like, all right, grime's popping, we're going to do some grime shit, or drill's popping, we're going to do some drill shit. Afro beats is popping, we're going to do some Afro swing shit or some Afro whatever it is. And we're of Nigerian descent, so that's original, like that's in our blood. And you know what I mean? So we always try and do things that are true to what we are into. We're not just trying to just, because we can, but is it going to be something that we tend to gravitate towards?
Is it something that's going to be timeless?
Yeah.
You know, that might be, you know, I ain't been around every motherfucker in America, but anybody who I've ever been around listening to British rappers, I ain't gonna front, y'all the only ones I've ever heard people like. And I ain't trying to shit on nobody. I mean, I like other British rappers, and I think maybe that might be part of the problem. I feel like when some of them try to cross over to America, they chase the sound instead of staying true to themselves.
Yeah, no, there's some other guys out here that got bangers, but I think for some of the artists, not all, but some of the artists, you'd have to be over here to get into it. You'd have to be in the club. You'd have to hear it. You know what I mean? You'd have to see the crowd, really understand the culture.
Yeah, it's like go-go, like going to DC and hearing go-go.
I swear, God, I'm from DC, and I was just about to say that and ask y'all if y'all knew that. Ain't that a motherfucker?
You know, and see, Wale, I feel like he's a prime example. So whatever he grew up on listening to and whatever he's into, but he's just, when you lock into him, you know you're going to get shit that is from the same ilk as the hip hop we grew up on. Or even if you didn't grow up on the era that where it was just everything that was coming out was from the soul. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the endorsements. It wasn't about who was tapping into like getting deals, and it was just the music. You feel me? So that is the feeling that I want us to give you. The moment we stop giving you that feeling, then I don't want to make music no more. If I don't feel we can give you that feeling from our standpoint and from our point of, like, from our perspective, then I don't want to feel like we ain't got an offering. Like I feel like we got to have something to pervade just to the world. Like, and if it's not that, then fuck it. Like, it's cool. Like, I don't mind. Like, I don't mind being a bit older than the rest of them. You know what I mean? But like, it's like, man, my palate is exquisite. Like, I grew up on shit. Wow. Like, you know what I mean? I was fine dining on shit that's just like got me feeling just amazing. Like, the shit that's got out now is just bullshit. It's fast food. Like, not all of it. Some of it is done correctly, but like a lot of it is just like, whatever, we're just gonna do this and it's just gonna work for now, and we're gonna work this and that's it. You know what I mean? And you know as soon as you hear it, You can hear it. You can hear that thing that makes you click in, zone out to it, or just like, I ain't with it. Fuck it.
No, I can dig it, bro. I remember when people first started saying I'm not really a rapper. I ain't really like that shit because I was like, what the fuck am I spending $15 on your CD for then?
Yeah, I hear you. But I know what they meant. I know what I think they meant, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just that. Like, I'm not someone who's just trying to sell you a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle that I actually experienced, and I'm packaging it, I'm selling it to you as what I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When it's like that, it's cool. I'm talking about them cats. I'm talking them cats that was like, nah, I don't like rap. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There's people that was ignorant that thought, you know what, that means I can just run fucking ragged, just chatting shit just because I do what I talk about. Like, that means I don't have to be skillful or, you know, like do it in a creative fashion to where people could be into it. They could just do it just because it's like, oh, that's what people aspire to be like a rapper and do all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that shit, and then it doesn't matter what I'm saying. You're gonna rate me because you rate the rappers that do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shit. Man, truer words have never been spoken. Hey, so tell me about Nicki Minaj's Mel B impersonation.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's actually pretty good. It's the best I've heard.
Was she impersonating her rap, or was she just impersonating her talk?
No, that's not it. The way she's just a couple of sentences, nothing too major, but it was. She had it perfect. She had it down packed. Usually, it's hard for Americans to do a British accent properly. She actually nailed it. But I know she did go to drama school or in high school or something like that. Yeah, I think it was performing arts school or something like that. So yeah, then that.
You know, like the Boston accent, people say when people do when they acting, a lot of people butcher it and fuck it up. How do people fuck up the English accent the most that you notice when they try to have an English accent?
Well, the Americans.
Yeah, the
Americans. That's the like real actors. Yeah, they actually fuck it up.
They always try to talk like butlers and shit, right?
Yeah, but are you dining with the Queen or just silly shit?
Short, I think it's a bit more like too short and stuttered, like kind of
too. I don't know.
Too abrupted. Is that a word? Abrupted or abruptful? No, I don't know if any of those words are words. Too abrupt, yeah. So I'm not even saying it right. But either way, it's just that's how wrong they get it. Like one or the either one, the latter or what I said first. Like it's just not working. Yeah. But some people get it right. Some people, but then I think the ones that do, they've probably been around here or they've had family that's lived. So yeah, it's easier for us to copy like someone who lived in America because we're exposed to you guys' television and your like culture and everything else. It's quite, so it's like, so I don't expect people to get it right, you know. But it's funny that they even try to. It's like it's good that it's popping to the point that people would even try to do something like that. You know what I mean?
They were doing a lot in high school. When I was in high school and all that. Well, pretty much all the time. Always.
Well, how's Brexit change our lives, and what do Americans not understand about Brexit since we're on the UK subject?
Well, I tried to order some stuff from Iceberg, and I paid for the package to arrive, and the tax on it was more or less like almost half of what I ordered.
Yeah,
so
it's really effective.
Like that type of level stuff we could usually get from Europe. Simply, we're gonna have to pay tax on everything. There's shortages of all that type of stuff as well, or drivers delivering the food. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's getting crazy. Businesses are being shut down as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's affected retail a lot because the people that like would usually buy things where they could get their tax back and claim it, they're probably going to like places like maybe Turkey or Paris or different places around the world because they no longer participate in that. And that might not be a big thing for someone who's just spending something on some clothes or whatever. But if you're buying like some watches, some jewelry, you know what I'm saying? You're buying big things, like it's going to affect that. So it's like, definitely
like art. Shit, motherfuckers buy paintings, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's definitely changing things.
Damn. You know, before I caught my felony, I went to Europe once, and is it still like the how you can ride the trains to any country, or has that changed?
Yeah, a Eurostar to France, so you can take a Eurostar to Amsterdam now as well.
Yeah.
Man, that shit is so dope. I wish America was more like that. Like we should be able to catch a train to just go straight to Canada and all. I mean, I'm sure you can, but you gotta make stops or be near the border and all that shit. Like I'm down here in Florida now. There ain't no train to just go to Mexico or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Europe was dope as shit, except for like them places where they try to censor you and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. We got those places all over.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, Galaxy.
Go on. Oh no. Fuck.
What happened?
Go. No, I thought you was gonna mention something that I actually. I'm like, but go on. You might not. Go ahead.
I mean, if y'all still got something, I was gonna change the subject to like literally one of my top 5 favorite albums ever, Galaxy Fly, which I think is like a straight up 5 mic classic.
You think? All right, cool.
Y'all don't agree? Well, I mean, I think the Galaxy Fly is like one of my 5 favorite albums ever, and I think it's a straight 5 mic classic.
That's the only one we don't really.
That's the only one we don't fuck
really
with. Yeah, maybe
really?
trying to stop it because he didn't want me to be like put it out there that we don't really like. You know what I mean?
Why not?
Just I feel like it was just
the space.
The space we was in. I just feel like creatively it wasn't like it wasn't cohesive. It didn't sound like from the same like. You know what I mean? Like that's what I felt like. Even the songs that I did like, I liked them, but it didn't flow in unison. And then some of the stuff I feel like got dated because it was stuff that was popping at the time. I feel like that was the only one where we were like, I wouldn't say we conformed, but we kind of just got with stuff that we was listening to and felt at the time. Like the music that we make now and before, it was just like, this is what we're on whenever and now. You know what I'm talking about? Like it was just like whatever we're doing now.
I can totally dig it. Like musically, like yeah, this is probably better. But when I say 5 mic classic, I mean like the strength of the bars, you know, the features. Like y'all had a Mr. Fab Joint on it. At that time, not too many people was getting cam verses, and y'all probably had the best cam verse that came out in like a 3-year around that height span.
Yeah. I hear you. No, those tunes on there. I like the Connect. I like this. I like
Pardon Me. I love Pardon Me.
There was amazing songs on there. Like the songs on there they were like I'm not gonna lie. Even the thing with we had the Nori and the Imam Fug thing. Like there was. But I just feel like what let it down. It was just the diversity. It didn't sink in. It's like you can go all the way around as long as it connects and it sounds like it should be on the same body of work. It makes sense. For that, I feel like it was just not doing it for me anyway. And I can admit that.
So that's like some perfectionist album sequence and shit. Well, I can tell you what, brother, y'all definitely got off with the bars. If you don't like the overall cohesiveness of the album, I mean, you made me happy. You know what I'm saying?
Single choices we chose.
Yeah, that was it more than anything. I think that was it more than anything.
What we chose to shoot videos for as well. That's all it was.
Got you. So did you when y'all were you know, met Dame Dash and everything? Did y'all met Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye. Well, we met Kanye before. We met Kanye in 2002. So we had a mutual friend, a rapper called Shells, who was signed to J Records, that had a session with him and told us to come through. He said, yeah. He knew we was trying to get on. He said, yeah, just come through to my session. There's going to be a lot of people there. You can network over there. So we've gone over there. We met Kanye, and then he's asked us to rap, and then we've just gone off for like 40 minutes. He started smiling and said he wanted to sign us. He called G Robinson, made us do it again. And then he took us with him everywhere for the next, 2 weeks, 3 weeks left we was there. Yeah. I think we was there for 2 more weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Took us to Def Jam. We bumped into Busta over there. Busta wanted to do a trip that night, but we had to fly back because we'd been there almost 3 months. So
it was cutting the tempo.
Yeah, so our flight was that night, so we didn't make it to that session. But he kept in contact with us and sent us a contract for a production deal.
And it was good. It was a good record deal as well.
So it was a production deal signed to him, and then later on him get a deal with one of the majors. So we was negotiating, and then
he got into the accident.
Yeah, the accident. And then his career propelled from there. And then we kind of lost contact for a little bit. And then we met the Dips. And then when we met Dame, and then Dame told him he was going to sign a London act, and he found out it was us. He was like, oh, I know them already. Put them through my label.
Damn, that's what's up. Was he, you know, like, man, talking about all the stuff he was going to do?
As far as what? As far as
all the gigantic shit. I mean, you go to any of his old interviews, and you know he can claim anything, and it all came true too.
Kanye. Huh?
Oh no. Oh, sorry. You talking about what Kanye said?
Yeah, like when y'all was chilling with him when he was taking you everywhere, was he telling you about, you know, like all the stuff that he manifested?
Same. He's always been like he knew.
Yeah,
He knew.
like I believed in him straight away.
He knew what he was gonna do.
Yeah, he knew. Like he just had it. Like he had the songs that he had on that first album. He already had for a long time, and they were amazing. We remember he was trying to clear the sample for the tune that he had with Lauryn Hill, All Falls Down, and he couldn't. Like he was just struggling to get it clear. So he had to like get. I can't remember. Was it Selena Johnson? Who the hell?
Selena Johnson. Yep.
Yeah, I'm correct. So
Stacey Dash in the video.
Yeah. So that was Dame's like little, but
and then he came out here as well. Once we connected with Dame, and Dame fast forwarded the process and started coming out here. He brought Kanye out here, and we connected. We reconnected with him while we was there. Yeah, and then he's in the Shiro video as well. So
yeah.
Man, yeah, that'd be dope if y'all could do something together musically again. Hopefully.
Yeah, we have a running.
When's the last time y'all watched that State Property freestyle when it was like y'all, Sparks, Freeway?
I think I ran across it a couple of years ago, maybe 2 years ago or something like that.
There really ain't no point. I put all these up on Dirty Glove Bastard, and I want an excuse to put it there because that shit is dope as a motherfucker. Like the way Sparks rapped the first verse, the first time he rapped, then after he heard y'all, you could tell he was like, oh, I gotta come a little. Not that his first shit was weak, but he took it from like a 7 to a 10 after he heard y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know how that goes. No one wants to get, you know what I mean? No one wants to get outshunned, as they say. So yeah, it was a good. Well, we was at the Rockaware campaign. That's why we was over there. So we just happened. I think Mega had a green like army type jacket on that Beans liked, and he asked him where he got it from. So when he heard his accent, he heard he's from London. He was like, "So what you doing over here? You a model?" He was like, "Nah, I rap." He goes, "We trying to get deal?" And he goes, "Nah, I'm signed already." He said, "To who?" He said, "To Rockefeller with you guys." And he was like, "Huh?" Then Freeway asked us, "Yeah, let me hear something." And my man was there already, Coins, aka Bronze, and he had the beats there as well. So he was just letting the beats play. So he just turned into like a cipher out of nowhere.
Yeah, nah, I could tell. That's what makes that shit so dope. You know what I mean? When it's organic, like it ain't no like setup shit for no award show or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that shit was it was a good environment because that's the first time we met them as well. So it was a good introduction. That's how you're supposed to, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, make your presence felt. Hell yeah, I definitely know what you mean. On top of the globe, y'all said it's harder to hustle in the States. Why is that?
Because
my first thought was guns. I figure y'all probably more likely to run into people with guns over here.
At the time, we moved to New York in '98. So Giuliani had already cleaned up most of the city, but still, it was, especially in Staten Island, it was serious.
Yeah, motherfuckers were still smoking crack in '98.
And it was on fire as well. On fire. They didn't have as many cameras as we have over here in England, but the police presence, god damn, it was serious over there.
Oh yeah, Staten Island. I know that racial profiling was fucking sick. Was insane. Yeah. And then they have a little housing project police. Like I won't want to fuck with none of that. Yeah, I can see how that would definitely make shit harder. When y'all was which Dipset member would you say y'all got along with the most? And it can be like an affiliate or somebody from Bird Gang or whatever.
Over the test of time or just generally at the time?
Both, I guess. I ain't even think of it like that. Over the test of time, that's more real for real.
Yeah. JL Ryder.
JL Ryder. Shout out Zeus.
Because when we was in England, he was one of the guys that called Karen and told Karen to call us and find out where we are so he could get us on his album. He said, send some tracks. So we send him a track. Before I even laid my verse in it, Mega just sent him a track, something we just had that he just laid quickly in the studio. And he put us on his album while we were stuck in England because we couldn't get into America at the time.
Are y'all, I ain't trying to get in y'all business like that. Is y'all traveling good?
Yeah, we're good now. Yeah, we've been good since 2006.
Okay, that's super. What's up? Because the last time I heard Dame Dash say something about you, it was like he lost touch because y'all couldn't get back over here.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what was happening. It was from like 04 to 06. We couldn't. we couldn't be in America. So by the time we got back in, obviously the Rockets split at the end of 04, and then we got in another 6, and then Jim and Cam were arguing. Well, no, they weren't together. And at first we didn't know what was going on. We just thought everyone was just doing their separate things.
Right.
And we found out that, yeah, they weren't seeing eye to eye. So we had to, we made a decision to just grind and just do our own thing.
I can dig it. You know,
that's when we hollered at Hour and got out the Come to America mixtapes and Where's S.A.S mixtapes. And so we were still around members of the Dips, like we mostly would be with Joel's, or we'd go stay with Cam for a few days. We'd see Jim all the time, because Jim was recording in Joel's studio sometimes. So we see all of them, but we just locked in and just started doing our own thing as far as to come up DVDs and Hood Affairs. What's the other DVD? Sub-Zero we was on. We were just around networking, running around. Meg was in the clubs.
Gotcha. It's such a different time in music, though. It's crazy.
It was. I mean, man, people used to make like so much money off them mixtapes, selling them, you know, not tax, no barcodes, all that shit.
Yeah, it was crazy back then. And then there's the bootlegs as well. That's how that really spread all over the world. Because we did a good amount of numbers. We did like 20,000 just from the dipsetmixtapes.com.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then the bootlegs for that must have been just crazy, because that's how they got it back in England. They got on the bootlegs.
Y'all ever go on your Discogs page? You know, some people got your mixtapes. Some like I don't want to get nothing wrong, but like Eurogang Volume 2. I know I paid like $70 to get that.
What?
Yeah, go on discogs.com and look up the prices on your on y'all CDs. Y'all should repress some of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, we need
That's
to.
crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Remember I sent you that picture and I showed you all them Eurogang CDs and all that?
Yeah.
Like that wasn't I couldn't get that shit in mix unit. I ain't go to New York to get them like that. I bought them shits off Discogs. The cheapest one was like 30.
What else is on that what else is on that website?
Discogs? It's every artist and everything they've ever released. It was what they started, so you can keep up with someone's discography, but then it turned into a way to buy music. So like Vinyl Heads. I don't know if y'all know this, but like, well, I'm sure y'all know this. Go ahead.
Physical. What are they selling physicals?
That if it's like an eBay, but only music. If it's been released and someone has a copy, they can sell it. But they, you know, they gotta get the condition right and people rate it, all that shit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but yeah, y'all shit is expensive as shit and highly in demand. I don't want to get none of the details wrong, but like Biggs the Flygerian, right? One of his CDs, there's like 75 people that have it in their want list, and the last time somebody bought it, it sold for 180.
That's crazy.
I'll send y'all a bunch. I'll send y'all a bunch of links. How fuck you think my going to prison American ass found all them fucking Eurogang CDs?
That's great.
Yeah, you can't just go up and well, we ain't got no fucking record stores no more. But you couldn't just go in there and get them shits.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I had to hunt them motherfuckers down like shit. There's still some I ain't been able to find, like that Skrilla Kid Villain, that Grease DVD.
Oh, yeah, you told me. Yeah, you did tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, white people collect shit. You know, we be wanting the whole thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe, yeah, we need to bring that all back out. Nice little shop. Yeah, we're working on that. We'll have something like that anyway, a website out or something like that with the release.
That's what's up. I'll shout it from the rooftops when it happens, because there's some money there, fellas.
And then we'll just put the physicals that we have. Well, I'm sure we got some physicals in yours. No, you got some.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
We'll sell some of those, and we got some DVDs and all that as well.
Well, the originals autographed, them bitches, sell them for more, and then do the re-release for like 30 or some shit. Put it on Bandcamp too. Trust me, that shit will move. Like, I've seen so many cats press up 1,000 records for like, you know, $4,000 to $5,000, sell them for $20 each. You know, make 20 stacks off a $4,000 to $5,000 investment. You know, anybody can sell 1,000 records. I feel like I can sell 1,000 records if I hustle hard enough of me saying my grocery list. You know what I'm saying? If I put the talk game down on people.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? We've always had more of a demand and more of a like more people wanting the music than what the push goes into. So now we need to like actually just create something that is just like what it is like labels said, well, the last people that we messed with, they said that the music was bigger than what they expected, so they didn't know like what the fuck to do with it. But we're like, that's not a bad problem to have. If you think that, you know what I mean, you're fucking with some artists and they're good, like, then surely just do the bit to invest into the market and promotion into it. That's all you need to do. So we do a lot of this, like the stuff ourselves. So we're so used to just being proactive that there's not been that much going on behind it. And even when we was affiliated with like Dipset and Rockefeller, so people expected like big budgets, big videos, a lot of a push, and it was just us just doing what we do. You know what I mean? And that was enough because people didn't really care. So there was already a whole way of pushing, of making music and doing it, like where it wasn't about all the extras. It was just about like, yeah, the experience and like, yeah, I want to feel involved. There's t-shirts, there's caps, or there's, you know what I mean? There's an album that's got fucking artwork and there's shit that they're affiliated to that I understand and I feel like linked with this. And that's what was going on. And people were fucking with that off the back. And but we needed a bit more towards that so it could pop a bit more. And we didn't have that. So
we did all ourselves.
Yeah.
So us and our people.
So that was it.
Now I can dig it when artists try to do everything themselves. I don't think people understand how fucking hard that is. Like just running your social media is a fucking full-time job, especially as an independent.
Yeah,
no doubt. I want to finish up with this before we get to your socials and what to be looking for. If you in Britain, right? All right, so like if I'm in America, y'all know about fashion like that. And as I got older, it wasn't cool to wear jerseys like past let's say the age of 35 or some shit, unless you go into the game or you on the team. So like, you know, you ain't want to be that dude in the club with the receding hairline and the struggle braids rocking the jersey. So like in London, what's the equivalent? Like what's something you got to put down as you get older?
I was trying to think what, like,
it's probably hard for y'all because y'all don't dress like nobody. You know, y'all everything about y'all is original. So maybe you never even confronted such an issue.
I would say, I don't know, not too loud, probably.
Yeah,
not too loud. You see what I'm saying? If you're too loud and you're grown, you're more mature, you're in your 30s and all that, it just looks a bit crazy.
Yeah, I would say that.
Kind of dressed up others sometimes. You see what I'm saying? It depends what settings you're in.
No, I can dig it. I mean, not just fashion wise. As I got older, you know, my clothes got a little more form fitting. But you know, back in the days when I was copping S.A.S mixtapes, you know, I'm like 5'10", and people my size was still rocking 5XLs, 4XLs. I mean, you saw my copping Iceberg. You remember them shits used to be cut so small you'd have to get like a wild like 8XL shirt and shit to be big enough.
Italian sizes, yeah.
I ain't even hip like y'all. I didn't even know that was no Italian shit. I only experienced that with Iceberg. I ain't get to too much Versace or nothing in my day, to be real with you.
Yeah, no, we've been into fashion from the beginning. Something we inherited from our mom. God bless her soul.
What was the most memorable thing y'all saw in Greece?
In Greece, say again.
What's the most memorable thing y'all saw in Greece?
In Greece, as in far the country Greece.
Yeah.
He went to Greece. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, you went to Greece.
Greece.
Where you went?
I didn't really see anything. I just chilled out. I was in Rhodes, just chilling.
But you've been to Santorini, do you remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't know. Black volcanic ash. Like that's it.
See, man, I ain't get to go to Greece, and I ain't never gonna be able to get a passport again. So I was hoping to live vicariously. Greece, like one of the few places I really want to go.
Why can't you get a passport? What happened?
I got a drug felony in Virginia, and Virginia will never expunge drug felonies, no matter what. Even though I haven't had a new charge in over 20 years.
Is it? That's crazy. What did you do?
Have you tried to travel?
Yeah. I sold undercover 2 metric tons of marijuana. In 1999.
That's ridiculous though. What? So
you said what? You hear what you said?
That's ridiculous. About what the fuck was you doing?
The two
Shit.
metric.
Trying to catch 1 million without the IRS catching feelings. I ultimately went to jail for tax evasion to be perfectly forthcoming. What
I'm
happened?
gonna ask you.
Go ahead.
Name your top 4. No, I said 4. Top 5 albums, hip hop strictly.
Blueprint 1, Riding Dirty, Illmatic, Straight Outta Compton, Stankonia.
Jeez. All right. So what's your favorite song you've heard recently that's just got your head fucked up? Like, what the fuck just happened here? Like, where it doesn't have to be your favorite song, but it's just throwing your shit off grid. Like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Where it's just kind of, you don't even know where, like, what's like your receptors is all off. You know what I mean? But you fuck with it.
There's a female rapper, Chika, Chika. Her Tiny Desk concert that really fucked me up, like you said. And then I'm about to do a show with this cat Lunch Money Lewis, who I was well aware of, but I never heard this song he got called Bills. They got over 100 million streams on Spotify, and that shit is insane. Like my wife ain't stopped playing it. She played it in her class, and the teachers were all like, "Miss, how you know this song?" Like the shit went viral on TikTok and shit. So that really fucked me up. Lunch Money Lewis Bills, that shit go hard as fuck. Lunch Money Lewis in general is dope as shit. He be making records with like Megan Trainor, Yo Gotti, City Girls, some big country dude, Tim Bassett. So Lunch Money Lewis, I was hip to him, but when I really got like listened to more like, let's say, the pop shit, I was so impressed by the musicality of it. Like he could definitely make a song with Black Sky, Black Death and fit in. So that'd be one. I'd be more than happy to send y'all links. I love spreading the gospel of good music.
All right, yeah. I want to hear it because I always like listening to new music that's like not just good, but it just kind of like it shifts what I'm used to hearing. So if it's good, it's good. But if it's new and it's good, it's just fun. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm lacking. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I've heard it. I haven't heard the song, but I've heard something similar, and it just doesn't excite me in the same way. You feel me?
And dog, that girl Chika is like Big Crit mixed with Kendrick Lamar.
Is it?
Yeah, like she's insane.
Oh, okay, all right. I want to check it out.
Yeah, just a Chika Tiny Desk, and that's you'll be a believer.
He's fucking sick.
I didn't hear what you said. Say it again, please.
The Big Crit, I think Big Crit's amazing. He's sick, like, and he just like kind of stuck to what he does and does it well.
Man, the most memorable thing I ever seen in rap, I was in DC. I still living in DC, and Return of Forever came out on like Wednesday, right? And they was doing the Smokers Club tour, and this is in DC. Homeboy from Mississippi and shit. And in DC, 2 days after the shit came out, I swear to God, the crowd knew every word to every song. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my fucking life.
You know what it is? But his shit's high octane, and it comes from that place. What I'm talking about, it's uplifting. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's all about the feels. It's not really all about the cake and whatever you get. It's like that shit is infinite. When it's like that shit, because you know what it is? It touches people to where they feel like they're gonna get to the bag. It doesn't even have to be about the bag. It's just a feeling it gives you to where you're like, I'm empowered. I'm gonna do whatever I do to the best of my ability. That power is something that is lost in the art form, and we need to get it back. I don't know why it is. I'm not even trying to figure it out, but that's what we need to get it back to.
Well, I mean, I could probably explain it real easy. The record labels is owned by fucking companies who invest in private prisons and all sorts of fuckery. And Black Death has always been profitable for large corporations, so they're not interested in non-murder music, non-drug music, non-promiscuity music.
No, this is true.
Not that I got anything against any of that shit, but you know, it's got I like social commentary as opposed to like glamorization. You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's important. That's important. If you're gonna talk about something, talk about it because it's real to you, and not because it's just like it's something that works and it's gonna sound good, like to sell to people. You know what I mean? Because the people that have been through it and the people that are going through it or the people that have been affected by it are gonna know the difference, and that shit's not gonna fly anyway.
I totally agree. Like I hate that the word ops is in our fucking vocabulary because I think that's like I mean, maybe it was originally like some slang, but I feel like it got Trojan horse into a way to condition people to view their brothers as enemies, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
It's true.
it's true. It's true. It's sad.
We was calling enemies pagans over here for a while.
Pagans, like motherfuckers who worship false idols and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, that's wild. You know, since we talking some knowledge, y'all know the Nephilim was mistranslated, right? It doesn't actually mean giant. It means foulness, and a lot of like Torah scholars, it's in dispute, but some people think it means the children of fallen angels with humans, which God didn't like.
That's exactly what it is.
Right, but it wasn't supposed to connotate largeness. It was supposed to connotate foulness, supposedly. I'd be on some extra shit. I just heard a podcast yesterday where they was arguing about that shit.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean that's neither here nor there. And shit, I ain't trying to bore everybody in the world. So before we finish, what y'all got coming up to people that can be looking forward to, and the socials and the websites and all that good stuff.
Well, coming out the gate, 22, a lot of music. Let's just say that. Right, we haven't been just lying around not doing nothing. we've been putting away tracks for years, and you know our music's like, it's timeless. So even if we recorded something 3 years ago, it'll still sound fresh today, because we don't really jump at whatever's going in the mainstream. Or you see what I'm saying? The media, we don't, you know what I mean? We don't use references based on things that are happening today that won't be around tomorrow.
No, I can dig it. And the
It's
socials.
It's on socials.
Yes,
you can
sir.
find us on Mayhem S.A.S. You can find them Mega S.A.S. You can find us on Instagram at Runway May.
You can find me at MEGACISTO. I've been fleeced since days of Pro Beto, sipping on mojito, blow like no more bars. The new shit is mad. You better check in. It's coming.
I definitely will, man. Thank you so much for your time. Please stay on for a moment and salute. Like, man, just thank you for the music. I told y'all off camera.
We fuck with you, man. Sorry we took so long. We were just dealing with a lot of grief and a lot of pain, and me and his schedules clash quite a bit because I'm a pops now and all that. So you know what I'm saying? It's a bit hard sometimes, but yeah, we got it together.
Oh, I got 3. I know all about it, brother, and I feel everything comes in its due time. No problem at all. But like I said,
biggest blessing.
3 is a blessing. Yeah.
Love.
All right. This shit starting to cut out a little bit. So that's been the Super Fact Show. And stay on just a second, fellas. S.A.S.